What's going on? What's going on, my hype family? You already know, man. It's your boy, Hype Fan Eagle, representing the Philadelphia Eagles by way of New Jersey. You already know, man. Shout out to my first time viewers. Shout out to my last time viewers. Shout out to the people that's viewing my video, whether religiously or in passing. You already know, man. Listen, if you haven't yet, man, please subscribe to the channel down. Pardon me. Please subscribe to the channel, the YouTube channel down below at Hype Fan Eagle One. You already know. Listen, man. I was like, you know what? I might as well do a video while I'm stuck in traffic. Like, traffic is ridiculous right now. I'm trying to get to work. I'm trying to not, you know what I mean? I'm trying to not be late. I'm trying to avoid me from getting written up and all of that stuff, but traffic is too thick. So I'm like, you know what? Why not just do a video real quick? You know what I mean? Why not just hurry up? You know what I mean? Do a video, show up for all my hype fans out there. You know what I mean? Just do what I do. I'm like, all right, cool. Let me do what I do. You know what I mean? I'm still going to give y'all a video later. I know I've been promising that, but work, man, work and life, work and life, work and life, yo. But we have been trying to keep busy during this off season. We have been trying to keep the videos flooding during this off season with very little news that's out. We've been trying to, keep up with everything. So I appreciate y'all for being patient with us. I appreciate y'all for rocking out with us. And yeah, let's get to it, man. The first thing I see yesterday was Quez Watkins might be out to an AFC team. At first, immediately I started thinking like, wow. But then I started thinking about the moves that we made recently. Signing two or three wide receivers that can possibly take his spot. You know, the Quez Watkins performance in the Super Bowl, not only the Super Bowl, but the Washington Commanders game when we lost. Quez Watkins was very instrumental in us losing both games. You know what I'm saying? Especially the Washington game. He had a huge drop. It seemed like he was a dolphin flipping out of fucking water. Pardon my language. It seemed like he was a dolphin flipping out of water trying to catch the ball during the Washington game. And then the Super Bowl, he had that huge drop that could have made a difference. Now, I'm not solely putting the blame on him in the Super Bowl, but he is one of the major reasons why we lost. Him and everybody is really getting that Devontae Smith for pretty much out in Jalen Hurts yesterday, saying, "Yo, that fumble is basically what caused us to lose the game." You know what I mean? That turnover. I agree with that. That was one of the reasons, that fumble, the Quez Watkins drop, the defense not really playing to its standard. You know what I'm saying? It was a plethora of reasons, but if I want to point out the two or three major reasons, it was the defense, it was Jalen Hurts fumble, and it was Quez Watkins drop. It was the drop. Even though we were up in the ball game, even though we tied the ball game up 35-35, it wouldn't have been that if Quez Watkins wouldn't have dropped the ball. It wouldn't have been that if Jalen Hurts fumbled, or it wouldn't have been that if the defense just could have got the offense the ball back. Period. You know what I'm saying? So when I start looking at what moves we made recently as far as the wide receiver position, I'm like, oh, his job not secure. His job is not secure. Now there is, a documentation. There is news reports saying that he might be out of the Philadelphia Eagles organization. And here's look, I'm in traffic, so bear with me. I'm gonna try to read the best I can while I'm in traffic or whatever like that. So bear with me. Philadelphia Eagles wide receiver Quez Watkins is heading to a pivotal training camp, but his inconsistency play is promoting speculation that the franchise could explore a trade for the for the wideout. CBS Sports Cody Benjamin cited Watkins' iffy hands as a potential reason. Wait, okay, Watkins' iffy hand as a potential reason Eagles could seek a trade for the wideout, and labeled the Chargers among the top landing spots for the playmaker. Hold on, give me 1 second. After a solid 2021 season, in his first year under Nick Sirianni, 43 catches, 647 yards, Watkins' speed didn't match his production as the number three behind A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith. Go on to the next. Give me 1 second. Okay, Devontae Smith, AJ Brown, Devontae Smith, during the Eagles Super Bowl bit. Okay, Benjamin wrote on his May 16th, 2023. Wrote on May 16th, 2023, his iffy hands could convince hyperactive GM Howie Roseman to offload him ahead of his contract year, saving an immediate $2.7 million. The Chargers are looking for depth at the wide receiver, but address the position in the draft by selecting a pair of TCU wide receivers in Quentin Johnston and Darius Davis. Would the Chargers be willing to give up a future late round pick for Watkins? On to the next. It is difficult to imagine Watkins has trade value given his inconsistent play. Inconsistent play, yeah. And the Eagles may be hard pressed to find a partner. Benjamin labeled the Colts, Falcons, and the Titans additional teams who could have an interest in adding Watkins. And it says Eagles rumors: Philadelphia Eagles save more than $2 million by releasing Quez Watkins. All signing points to Watkins playing out the final season of his 4-year, $3.4 million contract. Watkins is slated to have a $2.7 million salary in 2023, but Philadelphia will only take 42,416 dead cap hit if the team opts to release the wide receiver. So that is the information that I've got. I don't know if it's all the way true, but it has to have some validity to it, being the fact that the moves that we made as of recent, when adding a couple of wide receivers that can potentially be wide receiver number 3. You know what I'm saying? Me personally, I think Quez Watkins is still the best option for wide receiver number 3 because he has speed like none other, and on top of that, he can open up the field for Devontae Smith and AJ Brown. I still believe that he can bounce back. I don't want last year to determine the outcome of him not being on the team this year. But at the end of the day, it's a business. You gotta do what you gotta do for the team. But I still feel like he is capable to do what he do for the team. You know what I mean? I like Quez Watkins. I feel like he can have a bounce back year like Jalen Hurts. And like I said, it's just one of our best options right now. You kind of need that. Does he need to step it up if we keep him? Of course. Everybody knows that. Everybody know he need to step it up. Everybody know that, even when you look at the 2021 season, he had some major drops. Some major drops. You know what I'm saying? You can see the potential. You can see that he can potentially be that wide receiver number 3. You can see the talent there, but just like the report said, he is iffy. He is iffy. His hands is inconsistent. You know what I'm saying? Let's move on to the next. Nolan Smith has now signed. The Eagles has now signed both of their first round draft picks in Smith and former Bulldog teammate Jalen Carter. Nolan Smith, a former Calvary Day School standout, was the number 30 overall pick in the 2023 draft. He agreed to a 4-year, $11.9 million rookie deal with the Eagles, so he has signed his contract. Now, I still, as of right now, I don't know who remains unsigned right now. I do not know who remains unsigned right now, so we will have to see about that. But that's good that he signed his contract now that we got both guys under contract, and I think also Sidney Brown has signed his contract. So that is also good, man. And further news, man, we got some. Let me see if this news right here. Okay, boom, that's not news. And further news, man. Wait, before we get to anything else, make sure y'all go check out my website at Hypewave91, man. I told you, man, I got some Eagles gear, man. I got some nice Eagles gear. You could go check it out, man, at Hypewave91, man. Go check it out at Hypewave91. You already know, man. Make sure y'all go subscribe to the YouTube channel also, man. So there's been a video clip out with DeAndre Hopkins sitting down with I Am Athlete, basically stating the quarterbacks that he would sign to. Not sign, I'm sorry, the quarterbacks that he would play with, right? So basically he was alluding to like, yo, I don't want to play with any more, younger quarterbacks, especially going into the second stage of my career. I don't want to. I want to play with established quarterbacks or whatever. So one guy has been mentioned, and he had gave a frown upon his face when this guy has been mentioned. I'm gonna play a little clip of the video right here so y'all can see what it is.
What are some of the quarterbacks out there, if you had a list, You say, these are some dope quarterbacks that I would love to throw me the ball the second part of my career.
Oh, that's a good question. I would have to say one of my favorite quarterbacks that I've been watching since he came in the league is Josh Allen. Josh Allen. He reminds me of an old school or a new school Andrew Luck.
One of the quarterbacks.
I love Josh Allen. Jalen Hurts. Man, he's Houston kid, your dog, Jalen.
He said Jalen Hurts,
number 3.
Jalen Hurts.
Who I would love to have a ball thrown, but Patrick Mahomes, obviously.
Oof.
Number 4, I'm gonna have to go with. I gotta go with the underdog, man. The people, not a lot of people respect this guy, but as a throwing quarterback, Lamar Jackson, obviously.
Lamar Jackson,
number 5.
Lamar Jackson also.
Number 5. That's a good one. That's a good question.
Watch his face when they mention
Dak Prescott.
Quarterback.
I like Dak Prescott.
Any of these young rookie quarterbacks stand out to you? Do you want to catch a ball from a young player?
You saw his face when he mentioned Dak Prescott. He pretty much tooted his nose up. He don't want to rock with no Dak Prescott. He don't want to play with no Dak Prescott at all. You know what I'm saying? He don't want, like, the quarterbacks that he mentioned compared to Dak Prescott is very, very, very high caliber quarterbacks. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to DeAndre Hopkins, man. Do I think we can acquire DeAndre Hopkins? No. I do not think we will and acquire DeAndre Hopkins. You know what I mean? That's just too much money. We already got A.J. Brown and Smitty, and then DeAndre Hopkins will not be playing at number 3. Neither Smitty will be playing at number 3. You know what I'm saying? Will I like to see it? I would love to see it. You know what I'm saying? That's a guaranteed spot in the NFC championship, but that is not going to happen at all. That won't happen at all. That will not happen at all. You know what I mean? But later on today, like I said, I've been telling you, I really do want to break down the schedule, and I want to get right to it. So that's what we're going to do, man. You know what I mean? Thank y'all for tuning in. Man. Like I said, I'm stuck in traffic. I'm backed up. I'm about to call I don't like to call him boss, but I'm about to call my supervisor and let him know, like, yo, this traffic is real. Like, I might not show up to work until 9 o'clock. This traffic is real. Might be a little later, honestly. This traffic is dead real. You know what I'm saying? But thank y'all for tuning in, man. It's your boy Hype Fan Eagle representing the Philadelphia Eagles by way of New Jersey. You already know, man. Gang.